Hey guys, it's Amber back again with another Sims 4 speed build. So today I am renovating the Daisy Hovel lot that is in Willow Creek. This is one of the starter homes. I believe it's around $16,000. I think it's the most expensive one you can get. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And I just had this idea to go through and renovate and update these 3 main starter homes that are in Willow Creek. This one, Streamlet Single, and then Creek Cabana. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like we all just really hate these builds. They're really ugly. They're really dated, and they're just not. They're not good. They're depressing inside. They're dark. They're dreary. They're so bad. And so I just wanted to renovate these so that maybe you can have another option to live in. What I did with all 3 of these builds was to make sure that I kept it the same price. And so either round up whatever it was to the nearest 1,000 or whatever, or keep it the same or keep it below. So all of these I managed to do that. And then I did actually go in with Creek Cabana. I did 2 builds with Creek Cabana. I did one just regular, and then one I did was a base game. So I'm going to be uploading those soon, so stay on the lookout for those. But for this one in particular, this lot is, I think, the biggest lot out of the 3 of them. And it just wasn't being utilized. It was just the home sitting on the lot. So I did end up pushing the home back and to the right so that I could add this yard to the side. Now, I wasn't actually able to do anything with the yard because of money. Like, I just didn't have enough money to actually do anything with it. And so I just kind of left it there. It had a gate, and I put a tree in it at the end. But that is a really good addition to this lot, is that you can have that yard. Of course, you can always just build onto the house eventually. But yeah, so I liked adding that on. You could see that I struggled there at the beginning, figuring out what I wanted to do with the porch, and if I kind of wanted to connect it to the yard itself, but it just looked kind of silly. So I just left it alone, and just added a little gate. And same thing with the roofing here. The roofing for all 3 of these homes that I did, I just kept the same. And my other thing, besides the money, besides not going over the original price, is I didn't change the structure, the actual structure, all that much. The only thing I did in all of them was I shrunk them. Most of them I think I shortened a bit, but everything else I left the same. I did change the layout, obviously. But as far as the actual size of the home and general shape of the home, I left the same, just because I felt like if you're updating or you're renovating something, you're typically not going to completely build a brand new house. I just wanted to go in and update this house. So that's what I ended up doing. I really like the way this one came out on the outside. I think it looks really nice and modern and or not modern, but contemporary and sleek. The inside is fine. It's not the best, but again, I was working with a budget, and so I was trying to keep everything pretty inexpensive. Since this was the first one I did, I was just kind of toying around with a few different things, what I could get away with. These lights I end up changing because they're just awful. They're one of the cheaper lights, and I end up going in with the kids overhead lights. I didn't want to originally put those in because they are kids lights, but they seem to work just fine. You can't see them when you shrink them down anyway, and they provide way better light than these little cheapy ones do. So I ended up going in with those, and then see, like I said, I just shortened the house a bit. It just seems way too big for what's actually in it. I actually kept the layout, the rooms in this home the same. For the rest of them, I did end up changing all of that, but I just kind of felt like this was good how it was. We would have a really big open living and kitchen area, and then have the bedroom and the bathroom off to the back. I just feel like it kind of worked out that way. Originally, it did have the kitchen kind of closed off, and I didn't like that because it added to the kind of darkness of the whole house. You'll see in the screenshots I have before and afters, it's just very dark and dank and just, I don't know, it just looks like a depressing place to live. So my main goal for the interior and the exterior in general was to just kind of brighten it up and make it not so depressing. So this bed in here was actually, it's from City Living. It's one of the used beds, and this is how I got away with keeping the bed really cheap but still look really nice, was because I used that used one versus buying the brand new style of bed. It looks the exact same, so it's just the comfort level that I think goes down, because I actually did have one of my Sims come in here, and she did end up sleeping on that bed, and then she was, complaining about having a sore back the next night. Or the next day, but it still works, and it looks a lot nicer than the cheapest double bed that is offered. So living and kitchen area is pretty plain. Like I said, I couldn't do anything too crazy, but that's kind of what I think is fun about starter homes. Typically whenever I play Sims, I like to start with just one sim and then build their life up, build up their career, improve their home, renovate their home, and actually, go through and play like it's real life. That's like one of my favorite things to do. And so if you do end up using this home, you could always obviously improve the cabinets and the appliances and everything as you get more money through your career and all of that. So these cabinets are the cheapest ones, and I kind of regret not using there's like a light gray bluish color swatch for these. I stuck with this neutral just because it felt like the easiest thing to do, and I didn't really consider using the other one. And that's one of my biggest regrets with this build, is that I wish I would have just used the different color swatch for the cabinets. It's still fine. It works out fine. But that was one of the things that I didn't really like. But anyway, if you wanted to download this build, it will be in the gallery. You can just search my origin ID. It's VintageUni, and I will also put a link down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to leave any feedback or just to say hi, please give me a comment. And if you want to see more from me, then please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.